Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the verdict of Supreme Court on the recruitment process of or about the government exams. So the government jobs which many people of India or the youth of India is preparing. So what is the rules with regard to the recruitment examination or the recruitment rules with regard to the government examination? Now I give you a situation and you need to think about it. Now imagine that you are playing a game and there are 3 to 4 people and you have decided on to some rules, and now you have started playing the game with those people sitting in a group. Now as the game progresses, suddenly in between a person says that the rules of the games need to be changed. Can that happen? But it is not good. If something has already started, then how can the rules of the games can be changed in the midway? And if the rules of the games are being changed in the midway, then what about the rules which you have already decided and has started the game with? So the rules with which you started the game and then you have changed the rule midway. So will the process or the game that you have already played, that much span of game, will that be valid? Now this is a question that needs to be answered, and this is a difficult question to answer, and most of you will say that if the rules with which we have started the game, with that rule or with those set of rules only we will finish the game. The rules cannot be changed midway and new rules cannot be introduced midway, because introducing rules in middle of the game will not be correct. Because the game which has been played till now, the span of game which has been played till now, till midway, is with regard to some other set of rules. And if the rules are changed midway, then after that the game that will be played will be with another set of rules. So the game which was started was with different rules, in between the rules changed, and in the end, if the person reaches a destination, what kind of or what set of rules will be the correct set of rules? Now this is a question that needs to be answered, and the same question or the answer of the same question is what the Supreme Court or the Honorable Supreme Court has done in this judgment. So in this episode we will be talking about the Supreme Court verdict on recruitment process for the government jobs. First of all, about the points of discussion, first we will be looking at the news, then what is the judgment of the Supreme Court with regard to the recruitment process or the recruitment rules with regard to the government jobs. Then what is the previous Supreme Court decision, and in the end a prelims MCQ topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is Supreme Court judgment. Now let's begin, and before starting, Drishti IAS has come up with a foundation course that will be covering both prelims and mains in an offline mode in English medium. So the Indore batch is starting on 13th November 3:30 p.m. and the Delhi batch, that is Karol Bagh, is starting on 26th November 6 p.m. If you have any query, give us a call at 8010-440-440. And the news talks about eligibility criteria. Eligibility criteria cannot be changed after commencement of recruitment process unless rules permit so. Supreme Court. Now be very clear with regard to the words that you read, because when we talk about Supreme Court judgments, every single word becomes very, very important. See, eligibility criteria. Now whenever any person sits for any examination or sits for any government examination or public examination, each examination consists of a particular eligibility criteria, that if a candidate fulfills this particular eligibility criteria, then only the candidate can sit for the examination. And the eligibility criteria can be anything, like the person needs to pass standard 12th, or the person needs to be having undergraduate, or the person needs to have this much marks or this much minimum marks in the undergraduate, or anything can be the eligibility criteria. So the eligibility criteria cannot be changed. So eligibility criteria, I hope you are clear with. It cannot be changed after commencement of recruitment process. Now commencement of recruitment process is what? Now what happens is, whenever a government exams takes place, so commencement of recruitment process starts since the time the notification of the examination comes out or the advertisement of the examination comes out. Because when the advertisement of the examination or the notification of the examination comes out, that advertisement or notification contains every single detail with regard to that examination. Like for example, the timing, like for example, the eligibility criteria, like for example, the syllabus, etc. Every single thing with regard to that examination is what the advertisement or the notification consists of. So with regard to any government exam, commencement of the recruitment process means since the time the advertisement of the government examination comes out, the recruitment process has commenced or the recruitment process has started. Okay, I hope things are clear till here. Unless rules permit so. See, eligibility criteria cannot be changed after commencement of recruitment process. It means that since the time the advertisement or the notification of the examination has come out, now after the notification has come out, the rules or the eligibility criteria for the examination, it cannot be changed. Since the start of the process has taken place, the rules cannot be changed. The eligibility criteria cannot be changed unless rules permit so. If there are any rules stated and given, then only the eligibility criteria can be changed. Otherwise, if there are no stated rules, if there are no stated rules given, then the eligibility criteria cannot be changed since the start of the process. This is what the Supreme Court has said, and this becomes a very important judgment. So the Supreme Court Constitution bench, and this bench consisted of 5 judges. So the 5-judge bench of the Supreme Court, it has held that rules of the game. So rules of the game is said with regard to that if the game has started, and if any game has started and that game has started with particular set of rules, then midway of the game the rules cannot be changed. So in this phrase, this particular phrase goes exactly in the same line with that if the recruitment process for any examination has started, the eligibility criteria cannot be changed unless the rules permit so. So the rules of the games cannot be changed midway. It cannot be changed midway after the selection process for posts has begun unless the relevant rules expressly permits so. So the whole story, the short story in the starting that I told you, and what we just discussed is what this completely means about. And this becomes very, very important for all the candidates who appears for the examination, that if they have filled any form and whatever rules or eligibility criteria has been given in the starting of the recruitment process, now the organizing or the exam organizing authority needs to follow the same set of rules. So this is a very good judgment which will work well with the students or the candidates who are appearing for the examinations. Then the 5-judge bench has reserved its judgment on July 18, 2023, and now the final decision has been given, and the extant rules having statutory force are binding on the recruiting body both in terms of procedure and eligibility. So whatever rules that are given, whatever rules that are stated, so those rules become statutory and those rules cannot be changed. However, where the rules are non-existent or silent, administrative instructions may fill in the gaps, and that is why stated rules are very, very important in nature. Placement in the select list gives no indefensible right to appointment. Now this is also an important part. See, if recruitment process has started or the advertisement has come out, it means the first step has taken place. Now after that the examination takes place, after that interview takes place, and after that results come out, and after that vacancies are filled. Vacancies are filled, and till the time vacancies are not filled, the moment vacancies are filled, then only the examination process gets completed. So at the time of result, it cannot be said that the person has got the job till the time the person has not filled the vacancy, it cannot be said that the person has got the job. And that is what it is given, that placement in the select list does not give exactly or is no indefeasible right to appointment. It means that if your name has come into the list, that does not mean that you have got the appointment. So till the time a candidate does not get the final appointment, that does not mean that the selection has been done. Then now about the judgment. So the recruitment process begins with calling for application and ends with filling of vacancies. As I just told you, just mere result or the announcement of the result does not end the recruitment process. Transparency and non-discrimination must be the hallmark of public recruitment, because in public recruitment lakhs and lakhs of students give examination. So transparency becomes very, very important, and discrimination must not be done on any grounds. Then rules of the game cannot be changed midway after the selection process for a government job has begun unless the rules permit so. Then rules for recruitment have to meet the standard of Article 14, and Article 14 talks about right to equality, and Article 16 talks about non-discrimination in public employment. So Article 14 and Article 16 is what needs to be dealt with, and extant rules having statutory force must not be arbitrary. So the rules which are formed must not be arbitrary in nature. So the recruitment or the rules for the recruitment must follow Article 14 or Article 16. Now, previous Supreme Court decision. So, previously the Supreme Court decision which talks about it is Apex Court has upheld. So, it has upheld the previous Supreme Court ruling. And what is that ruling which the Supreme Court of India has recently upheld? So, that is K. Manjushri versus State of Andhra Pradesh 2008. K. Manjushri versus State of Andhra Pradesh 2008, it talks about the rules of recruitment process cannot be changed midway. And this exactly is what the Supreme Court of India has recently upheld. So they have upheld the K. Manjushri versus State of Andhra Pradesh 2008, because it also talks about that the rules of the games cannot be changed midway. And the 5-judge bench today has held that the K. Manjushri judgment is a good law and cannot be held to be incorrect. So the K. Manjushri judgment is good law and it talks in the right manner and it cannot be held incorrect. It means that it is right in nature. Now, in the end, a prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. So, the UPSC works with which ministry? So there are 4 ministry givens, and out of these 4, with which ministry UPSC works with? Ministry of Home, Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions, Ministry of Finance, or Ministry of Minority Affairs. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.